Hey everyone, I'm Cara Di Falco, and this is Cara's Cucina. If you get news from anywhere, TV, radio, online, whatever it is, you know that the cold and the flu has been rampant this year, so I'm going to show you how to make what we call Italian penicillin or pastina soup. Great food isn't just about good ingredients and knowing how to cook, it's about telling the story of the food. This has got to be one of the easiest dishes that you will ever make. It's really simple, really basic, but it is a classic of my childhood. If you're an Italian kid, it's probably a classic of yours as well. And of course, you know, you can add in your own variations. This is what my grandmother, my great-grandmother used to make for us whenever we were sick, and of course my mom. And I have now converted to using vegetable stock. I prefer it a little bit over chicken, but of course you can use chicken stock if you want to use bone broth, beef stock, whatever it is that you normally have in your household, but some sort of stock or broth. And we're going to bring this to a boil. So I'm going to turn this up a little bit. And we've got about 2 cups in here, and this will make ultimately 2 servings. Now, pastina are a lot of fun. They're little teeny tiny star-shaped pastas. And they kind of act like rice when you cook them. So they will start to puff up a little bit, and they're gonna absorb a lot of the liquid. So just keep in mind that you don't wanna ever use the whole pound of the pastina when you purchase it, because you're just gonna end up with a big mush. It'll turn out more like polenta. And the myth with these in my family was that you can never eat pastina without getting them on you somewhere. And guaranteed, no matter what we did, even as very clean kids and good eaters, we would always have a pastina somewhere on you. Although my grandmother did later admit when we were adults that once in a while she used to stick them on us just to make sure that her little legend was fulfilled. But pastinas, again, just little tiny pasta stars. And once this boils, we're gonna put these in here. I have about a half cup of pastina here. Our stock is at a simmer, so now we're gonna add in our pastina. And again, you wanna kind of just keep an eye on it because you want it to be soupy to a degree. And again, you can add in as much or as little as you like depending on how thick you want your soup. I generally make mine to be pretty thick, so I'm gonna add the rest of this in. And again, the pastina kind of acts like rice where it really puffs up and it absorbs a lot of the liquid. So we're gonna let these cook for about 5 minutes it takes for them to be al dente. So our pastina have been boiling for about 5 minutes, and you can see they've really expanded. They're taking up a lot of volume in the pot. They've absorbed a lot of the broth. So the last thing that we're gonna do that my nonna always did was she added in a scrambled egg. So just have 1 whole egg. And this was always what really made it for me, was the little bit of egg in there. We're just gonna get this in and stir, and it's gonna just cook into like stringy pieces of egg, which might not be the best descriptive word, but it really comes out nicely in the soup. And it also helps thicken it. So now you can see it's not super brothy, but it's still a soup. We're gonna take this off the heat and place it in our bowl. Serve your pastina soup topped with some grated Parmesan cheese. You know what? If you're not feeling well, I certainly hope this makes you feel better. And if you are, maybe this is just a wonderful nostalgic dish for you the way it is for me. In either case, it'll certainly warm you heart and soul on these chilly winter days. That is it for this week in the Cucina. If you like this recipe, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Cara Di Falco for more deliciousness. I'll see you guys next week. Buon appetito.